After the war ended and he was discharged, he was down in Little Rock, Arkansas, and they told him it would be 6 weeks before they would have a train spot for him to go up to Manhattan. And so he decided to buy a horse with his discharge money, and he rode up on horseback from Little Rock, Arkansas to New York. And I asked him, Dad, how did you manage to do that? And he said, at nighttime, I would tie the horse up at a fence post out in the country, and in the daytime, and sleep on a blanket. And in the daytime, I would go into town and buy food and drink, and I rode up there. And when I got into Manhattan, I was on the horse, and a lady hollered out to his mother, whose name was Frimet, "Frimet, your soldier's son is home." And so she looked down at him, and she said, "Oh my God, we got to get him married." So she went to a shadchan, and at the same time, my grandfather on my mother's side wanted to get her married off, and the reason that he wanted to get her married off, because the younger sister had a boyfriend who was well-to-do, and it seemed that the older girl couldn't get married, and the younger girl couldn't get married until the older girl was, so they decided to find somebody real quick. So when they got together, the shadchan said to my grandfather, my mother's father, he says, "What do you have for knot, and what do you have for dowry?" And he says, "Well, the only thing I have is a gold watch, a fob with a chain that used to keep in the vest." And so that was something that was very low. So they matched up this ultra-Orthodox woman with a pork and beans soldier, and they ended up getting married. And I remember that when they came to visit each other's parents, that my mother and her parents, who were sitting down eating at my grandfather's house, my father's house, and she says, "What is this? I never tasted it before." And of course they were speaking in Yiddish, and she said, "Pork and beans." And she spit it out and ran crying out outside. So my father went out and said, "Well, what's the matter?" And he says, "Chazer, chazer, chazer." And so he says, "Oh, was that it? Well, if we get married, I promise you, you can have anything you want in the house. However, the day that I find a milchadika leffel in the fleishadika tray, that's the day we won't have it." And the entire life, my mother died at 92, she kept a kosher home.